Okay, our Pechay leaves are ready for harvest, and because there is so much of them, what I will do today is cook some seafoods. What we are doing is cooking anything that we see. So we will cook some seafoods. We have to find out later on downstairs in the kitchen what I have in my refrigerator to mix with these Pechay leaves. It's actually a family joke, like especially when I am not able to go to the market and my kids would ask what's for lunch, and I would say we are gonna have seafoods, meaning I'm cooking whatever I see, right? So as I was saying upstairs, we harvested our Pechay leaves, so I decided to cook 2 dishes this morning out of our Pechay leaves and mix them up with whatever I have seen in stock in my refrigerator and freezer. So I decided to cook the leaves separately from the stems. So the first one I'm doing is an adaptation of a usual dish that I cook, cabbage rolls. Perhaps some of you are doing that. So I'm gonna try this morning, instead of using cabbage leaves, I'm going to use my Pechay leaves. For the filling, I'm using 1/4 lean ground meat and mix around a little bit, or 1/2 cup of cooked rice and almost also a cup of ground onions. And I'm gonna season this, of course, with just enough salt. I believe that's enough. And our black pepper. And I'm putting in 2 eggs into this. You know, cabbage rolls, and now we would call it Pechay rolls, is actually a whole meal in itself. So I'm gonna mix this and roll portions of it inside the Pechay leaves. We just scoop out a spoonful of the filling and roll it, wrap it, rolling the Pechay leaves. Well, I find this even easier when I'm using cabbage leaves. So that's it. So all the rolls had been done, and before I cook them, I have to fasten each roll with a toothpick. Okay, so I have to cook this, in water with 1 cup of water and 1 beef cube and tomato sauce. While the Pechay rolls are cooking, I'm going to cook the second recipe. It's just a very simple recipe using the Pechay stems, and I'm gonna mix it with, I've got a few of these upo or white squash and some shrimps, and later on top it with bacon. So it's a simple stir-fry recipe. Some black pepper, and I've got here some all-purpose seasoning, and I guess I'll just put in some of that here as well. And for some color, I'll just put a little bit of carrots. It's always good to serve some things with color. Okay, so I guess this is done. We should not overcook the vegetables. Top it with bacon, crispy bacon. That's it, your Pechay sauce. Okay, meanwhile, I'll check on my Pechay rolls and see whether the sauce is all right. It's okay, and what I do is just add a little butter until it's done. that's it. I guess I'll just cook this for another 5 minutes. And I'm gonna serve this also for lunch together with the pechay stems.